So we're very blessed today to have Doc and the Bluegrass Band with us. We'd just like to invite y'all up and just come and do your thing. Glad to have you.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for having us. We're really happy to be back and excited to play. This first song we're going to do is written by Jeff Robertson here. So, what's it called?
He Laid It Down.
It's called He Laid It Down.
Now, we were searching for Easter type songs that we haven't done over here before, you know. Want to bring you something a little different. And yeah, I wrote this song, but actually I felt like it was just kind of given to me because it was one of them ones where I wasn't trying to write a song, it just kind of came out. So he laid it down. Well, the soldiers drove the nails, the Spirit tore the veil. Pilate gave the orders to set Barabbas free, and the Father sent him down to walk here on this ground. But Jesus chose to give his life for me. He laid it down, he laid it down, for a sinner just like me. He laid it down. My Lord went to Calvary for your eternity. No one took his life from him. He laid it down. 10,000 angels could have came and glorified his name, but only blood can wash away a multitude of sin, and a gift cannot be earned is the one thing we must learn. So come as you are and call upon his name, 'cause he laid it down, he laid it down, for a sinner just like me. He laid it down. My Lord went to Calvary for your eternity. No one took his life from him. He laid it down. Yes, he laid it down. He laid it down, for a sinner just like me. He laid it down. My Lord went to Calvary for your eternity. No one took his life from him. He laid it down. No one took his life from him. He laid it down.
Got some multi-talented people here up on stage. switching instruments.
All right, I'm gonna sing one here with a little trio. It's an old Reno and Smiley tune. A bluegrass group back in the 50s would do it. They did a lot of great bluegrass gospel music. So we're gonna try our best at doing one called I'm Using My Bible for a Road Map. Along the way, I'm using my Bible for a road map. My last stop is heaven some sweet day. I'm using my Bible for a road map. The 10 Commandments tell me what to do. The 12 disciples of a roadside, and Jesus will lead safely through. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for a road map. My last stop is heaven some sweet day. I'm using my Bible for a road map. The children of Israel used it too. They crossed the Red Sea of destruction, and God was there to help them safely through. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for a road map. My last stop is heaven some sweet day. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for a road map. My last stop is heaven some sweet day.
Thank y'all so much.
Well, here's another old tune. It's an old bluegrass gospel tune. It was written by a guy named Johnny Masters. I think it was sometime in the 50s. And it was first recorded by a group called the Stanley Brothers out of Virginia. And they played a lot of great bluegrass gospel in kind of a more mountain style. They called it mountain style bluegrass gospel. And while we get Doc tuned up, we'll just go ahead and quickly introduce. This is Mr. Jeff Robertson over here on the bass. This is Celebrindle Roberts here. We have Chip Bach here on the mandolin. And y'all know Doc, right? My name's Jacob Roberts, and here's one called The Cry from the Cross. in Jerusalem about the break of dawn. A great trial was in session, they tried our blessed Lord. They scorned him and they mocked him, they made him carry the cross. On top of Calvary Mountain, they crucified my Lord. Oh, the cry, Jesus cried from the cross, forgive them, blessed Father, he died upon the cross. Oh, the cry, Jesus cried from the cross, the Son of God was dying to save the world from loss. St. Peter, he denied him in that awful trial that night. He said he never knew him, it was an awful sight. He looked upon St. Peter with eyes of perfect love. St. Peter's heart was broken, he prayed to God above. Oh, the cry, Jesus cried from the cross, forgive him, blessed Father, he died upon the cross. Oh, the cry, Jesus cried from the cross, the Son of God was dying to save the world from loss. Crying, Father, it is written, and he bowed his head and died. The grave was left in darkness, the graves were open wide. An earthquake shook Jerusalem, the dead walked into town. The multitudes were frightened, God's wrath came pouring down. Oh, the cry, Jesus cried from the cross, forgive them, blessed Father, he died upon the cross. Oh, the cry, Jesus cried from the cross, the Son of God was dying to save the world from loss.
Amen. Amen. Thank y'all so much.